That's Aziz Ansari, best known as Tom Haverford on TV's Park and Recreation. He's very good on that show, but he's also been a busy stand-up comic for the past decade.
And now Aziz has a new comedy special called Dangerously Delicious, which he's offering directly to his fans online for $5. Good morning. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is a new way to distribute comedy?
Yes, a few months ago, another comedian and friend of mine, Louis C.K., he put his stand-up special on his website, louisck.com, for $5, and it was a huge success. And I filmed my special last June, and I wanted to release it online because I saw how many views I had on YouTube compared with how many DVDs and stuff I was selling, and it seemed clear that people liked watching this kind of content online. And after Louis did his thing, it seemed like, oh, well, this was something people were really into, and it was a huge success, so maybe I should just do a similar thing. Because as soon as he did it, people were sending me emails and stuff like, oh, are you going to do this? I really like how this is, you know, very easy. Because it's $5, you just buy it for me.
Say. You made it so affordable for us. That's what's so good.
Yeah, it's like, you know, a DVD is like $20 or something, and you know all the money's going to the artist, and it's just like, there's no like DRM protection or anything. It's just $5. You own the video. You can watch it on anything. And you know, I just think the problem is with a lot of stuff is the way people consume media now is so far ahead of the way companies release it. And it gets frustrating because they're like, oh, I want to watch that show. Is it on Netflix? No. Is it on iTunes? No. All right, I'm just going to steal this because I can't find it.
Because people need it immediately. They can't wait.
Do you expect to see a lot of file sharing, though?
You know, I think it's going to be okay because I've seen many surveys that say people that steal stuff like that online, when they do surveys, they say, if it was convenient to find this and it was fairly priced, I wouldn't have stolen it. And I think that's true. I think, you know, that frustration I describe is a common thing. And with this, it's like, oh, it's my name. It's azizansari.com, and it's $5, and there's no fancy protections or anything. It's just, you're just trusting people to be good.
What do you think would have happened if, in fact, you had simply said, look, I want you to have this, and if you like it, send me $5?
You would have gotten $15.
Yeah.
On a good day.
No, I think it's good that you're
very
saying
risky
people,
proposition.
Yes, that you're saying,
Charlie might send you $5.
No, 5, 10, 15. I think it's good for people to pay up front. But this is what I think is fascinating about you. Do you think most people know that you graduated with honors at NYU School of Business? Thank you very much. Because I happen to believe, Aziz, that comedy and humor is a sign of intelligence.
Oh,
where do you stand on that?
I mean, I guess I got to say, yeah,
Smart
right?
enough to know that's a yes.
Yes.
Were you a funny kid growing up?
Sure. You know, I always liked making people laugh, and but it was never something I thought I could turn into a career. But yeah, I grew up in South Carolina, and you know, the idea of being an actor or a comedian, you know, I grew up in a town of like 8,000 people, Bennettsville, South Carolina.
I know Bennettsville, yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
Bennettsville? Wow.
There are a lot of Ansaris in South Carolina.
Yes, the large Ansari population.
Oh, okay.
So then how did you end up doing, so you go to school for business, but so how do you end up doing stand-up?
I was going to NYU.
Looking for a way to make money.
Yes, exactly. This will be very lucrative, doing open mics. I was going to NYU, and friends that I'd met there would just tell me, oh, you're really funny when you tell stories. Have you ever thought about doing like stand-up at a new talent night or something? And that happened a couple of times, and then I was like, you know, maybe I will try this. And I did it, and I really enjoyed it. And that was almost 11 years ago, and I just have been doing it since then.
And what has the Graduate School of Business education done for you?
It was just the undergraduate school, but it was a marketing major, so you know, marketing's, let's just say it's pretty easy.
Well, it's helped you market your Dangerously Delicious tour.
Oh,
maybe.
I don't know.
It's an interesting title. Interesting title, Dangerously Delicious.
Yes, I really like food a lot. And whenever I tour, I really make an effort to find like the really good places to eat. When you download the special, actually, I put in like a little list of like all the restaurants I went to that I really liked on tour.
What about Bennettville, South Carolina?
Bennettsville.
So what's your
clearly you haven't been there.
I haven't been there, but we need to go, Gayle. So here we go, Gayle. Here's where we're going to go. Charlie, you ready? Where should we eat there?
There's this restaurant called Dairy Dream that has really delicious fried chicken.
Oh.
So when did you know? When did you know, Aziz, that you said you like to make people laugh? When did you know I'm a success? Did you have a moment that you said, "Okay, I'm good," and you have to tell it in less than 15 seconds?
Whoa.
Actually, 5.
You know, last year
I have to go. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for coming. I
That
hate
was
to
funny.
interrupt.
Maybe you could tweet
that was
about it.
funny.
If you could just
I
tweet
noticed
about it,
we
that'd be
have gone
great.
from women's fantasy to deliciously, whatever it is.